And you know what that means. Like a boss! Ooh! Hello! What's going on, guys? It's Preach and Ghost. Ghosty. Brofist me. We're in fucking HD, guys. HD! Are you loving it, guys? We're absolutely super over the top. It's fucking, what a week. And now it's a week that's in HD, brother. Are you feeling
Big
it?
news.
Come here.
Big news. Let's do it.
You've got to have that going on. You've got to have that going on, guys. You've got to have the brofist going on. You've got to have the bromance if you're going to do this on a Saturday night, because it's Halloween, baby. Scary shit going on. You got to have the fucking bromance going on. Well, look at that. Not too bad for the start. The old 25 people there. This is my real life brofist to you in HD. Ooh, yeah.
I can't deal with that. It's like 10 seconds behind. It's like we're from the future and shit.
It is like we're from the future. We are futuring it up with all these ballers. And that is awesome. We've got so many ballers up tonight, and that is great that you guys hanging out on a Saturday night just to listen to us. And what a week it's been. What a week it has been. It's been fucking BlizzCon.
I was going to tell you to preach, but then I was like, preach! I'm like, what?
I'll preach it, baby.
Preach.
I'll preach it.
What's the big news?
The big news is BlizzCon. Absolutely awesome. BlizzCon this week. The new expansion has been announced. So you've seen on the channel is the video where I reviewed BlizzCon Day 1 and 2. And what rage that started, man. That brought a lot of the trolls out of the woodwork, which was unbelievable. Absolutely crazy to bring out those trolls.
That was funny.
It was the first time in any of my videos on YouTube that I've seen the trolls come out. And I literally mentioned one thing, right? I said that graphically, it was based on Kung Fu Panda. Graphically. Not the history of pandas is based on Kung Fu Panda. And under no circumstances, guys, do I believe that pandas have been developed by Jack Black and his cohorts over at DreamWorks. I don't believe that. I'm very aware that pandas come from Asia, okay? I'm very aware of that historically. But I mentioned...
No.
Oh, yeah, you believe it. Yeah, I'm trying to defend myself now. But it's absolutely, under no circumstances do I believe that the entire expansion has been based because some guy over at Blizzard watched Kung Fu Panda. Anyway, the troll army was like, preach! You moron, man! You know,
like, I'm your friend, dude.
Yeah, exactly. It's not based on Kung Fu Panda, you absolute idiot. And I was like, I know. I know it's not based on Kung Fu Panda, but graphically it looks exactly like Kung Fu Panda. How easy is it to relate to that? But yeah, so we need to get to the big news, Andy.
What is the big news?
What is that big news? Let me tell you, my friend.
What is it?
I want to tell you all about the big news.
Go.
Pandas. As you can tell, we are extremely happy to be rocking and rolling with this fucking HD camera, guys. The power to zoom.
It's low tech.
It's low tech.
Fucking awesome.
It's amazing what you can do with a budget of zero, guys. A budget of zero. That's how we rock and roll. Yeah, so we've got pandas coming. And what does that mean for the game? It means a lot of things. It means that eventually we're going to have these panda class. Now, in fact, the monk class, which you might have seen, there's a new race, the pandas, which can be Horde or Alliance, which I actually think is pretty sweet. I think it's pretty good that they're not having to invest tons of money to try and create another balanced class for the other side. Of course they're balanced, they're the same class, okay? You feel me, guys? I actually think it's pretty fucking good. So what I'm thinking of is, one, the pandas are cool. The pandas are targeted at a different audience. Now, on the web show, I do like to speak my mind more openly than I do on the YouTube videos, because there's obviously, especially when I'm reviewing BlizzCon, it's very sort of on the fence. We don't know all the facts whatsoever. So we're going to talk about the expansion so far. You've been interested in the talent revamp. Now, what I want to say initially is, Ghosty, my brother, nice to see you. Talk to you. How did you take the news of the expansion? As a guy who doesn't play WoW, has the new news of the expansion give you any inkling to come back to Warcraft?
No, not at all.
Talk to me.
The main thing is, and it was a point that you brought up in the, it was the BlizzCon update, is there's always a main protagonist of each expansion that you look forward to. There's always a little...
Reel off the list for me, baby.
Illidan.
Yes.
Lich King.
Yes.
And the big fucking metal dragon.
The big fucking metal... What, Robo Dragon?
That's it.
Dragon Cock.
Eats cars and shit.
Well, that homie is known as Deathwing.
Deathwing. Well, that's it. It's like, but then each content update is it's an instance closer to like that last big motherfucker. And this one, it's a panda. But it's not even not the panda's like the enemy. It's just
No, the panda is not the antagonist. That is the thing.
So, but is it based on the war now? Is that what it's going to be? The finish?
Yeah. Okay. So this is the big problem, guys. Especially if you're rock and roll PvEers like myself. I'm still an endgame raider, as you guys well know, rocking that Ragnaros heroic weeks in advance. Much love. But yeah, so from a PvE perspective, what did BlizzCon do for us? Absolutely jack all. BlizzCon basically pulled out this giant floppy whale penis and just right in my face. Even can you see a bit there on HD? Can you see it in HD?
I don't want to spot the
guys.
whales,
Can you see it in HD? No,
not even the zoom.
Go for the. Hang on. Wait for this for technology, people. You see it? That's where it is. So. So essentially, this is the problem. From a PvE perspective, every time we watched BlizzCon, we had some preview video where Arthas walked down with Frostmourne, where Illidan pulled out his glaives. You know, we had all these big moments, or where the giant metal robo-dragon turned up and destroyed the entire world. Literally, the Cataclysm video destroyed the entire... He sundered Azeroth in BlizzSpeak.
Nice.
In BlizzSpeak, he sundered Azeroth.
Inside.
And now we've got nothing. Blizzard basically went, yeah, we got 4 raids.
So
moving on.
Have they not even brought out who's going to be like the main guy to beat in this?
There is no main guy to beat. There is no main guy to beat, and that weirds me out incredibly, and has caused this civil war to break out. Literally, you had Metzen on stage, who's one of the bros over at BlizzCon. He's on stage and he says, "War is coming," and I am very worried when somebody says to you, "Why are you watching this video?" Bear this in mind. That means it's a shit video, doesn't it? That's what that means. If someone says to you, "I'm going to show you this well good video," but have this in the back of your mind while you're watching it. Totally something different that's in the video, right? Imagine a great big war. Now watch this video about the pandas.
Nice.
But have in your mind a huge cool war. Yeah. It's like, oh, dude, that video is going to suck monkey nuts. And you know, it didn't suck monkey nuts. It was a great video. But it showed nothing about the expansion. I mean, we expect things when we get a new expansion for Warcraft. A realist off me, from a guy who hasn't played WoW for ages, I say to you, dude, lover. What is going to be... There's a new expansion coming. What do you expect? Not what extras. What do you expect?
New abilities.
Boom.
Yeah. Maybe... Well, I'd say a new class, but then... I don't know, maybe a new race or a new class.
But we can put in there that you sort of expect a new sort of class to be in.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go for 5 things that you expect from a new expansion.
Okay, then. I'd say the main thing being a sort of sway in the story or the lore, where it's going to take you and it's going to finish with that person defeated. Or
so a protagonist,
exactly,
or an antagonist, should we say?
Nice,
okay.
Nice. Maybe a new race or a new class, like I said.
So already said that.
New abilities.
Already said that. That's you've rewound to the 3 that you've already got.
You started counting with your fingers again, so I'm losing track of where you're doing it. So what do you think then?
Let me finish the last 2 for you.
Fuck you, Barry.
The last 2 for me is new zones, which I thought you would have got straight away because it's easy.
That's what I said in the first one.
No, you didn't. You
leading you into new places.
People in the chat.
You watch it. Did I say it's going to lead you to new places, which will end with like the final new person? Prove me wrong.
Well, we've got
to watch
recorded.
this back on YouTube, and I want a text saying, "Sorry, dude."
Never happening. And new levels. Okay, new levels. Yes, Tommy Moore, my hero. Here comes the Brofist in HD. Ooh, that's for Tommy Moore. Tommy Moore has dropped the bombshell there. We expect some new levels. Now, what you said there is the 5 things we expect from a new expansion. What we did not get at BlizzCon is anything beyond that. We got exactly what we expect from a new expansion. It's what we expect. When we pay our money, we expect certain things.
Yeah.
And that's cool. We got that. But we also expect that little bit extra, that coolness factor that Blizzard is known for. Blizzard is known for 3 big games. Diablo, StarCraft 2, or StarCraft if you want, and World of Warcraft, okay? And in those, in that ideal, we expect certain things when they release something new. But we also expect from Blizzard, who are this world-renowned company, to have the coolness factor. And that's what's lacking, people. I don't know whether you agree with me or not. Feel free to throw into the chat. We're watching it. We expect that coolness factor, and that's what's lacking for me.
Stop doing the presidential point.
It makes it more intelligent.
My fellow Americans. That's what you're doing.
Well, we expect that coolness factor, and the coolness factor is missing. They mentioned the Great War is going to happen. Now, from a business point of view, as you know, I have my full-time job outside of... talking to you bros, is business orientated.
Yeah.
Okay, I do a lot of contract stuff, blah 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 blah. So, what do I think from a sales point of view of what happened? And I mentioned this a little bit in the video. From a sales point of view, the entire speech given at the opening ceremony of BlizzCon said to me this. First of all, they teased us with the Diablo 3. Pay for it and you're going to get the next Warcraft expansion for free. That says to me two things. One, they expect a bad reaction from the Mr. Pandaria announcement.
Yeah.
That says that to me. If they are saying to you, look guys, pay for a year of Warcraft, that means a few things are going to happen. One, you are definitely going to be playing when Mr. Pandaria launches. We're going to give you free access to the beta, so you're going to check it out anyway, because it's free. Why wouldn't you check it out? So they're guaranteeing that. And essentially, they're making sure you play it, and they get another year's subs out of you.
Not just that's what I mean, that's what I was going to say. Even if you decide to go and play another game, you've already paid for it.
Exactly. You are guaranteed to come and check it out. That's what they're saying.
It's a dick move, Blizzard!
It's not a dick move. It's very clever from a sales point of view. Not from my personal point of view. I'm talking now. Let me put a salesman's hat on.
You're like a deer hunter.
So this is what I'm saying. They're guaranteed they're going to play. Now that to me says Blizzard thinks this is cool, that the game is cool, okay, which is good news for us. Don't get me wrong. I'm not moaning at Blizzard here. I think this is a very, very clever thing to do. I think they know it's going to be cool and they want you to play it. However, they want it to be targeted at a different audience, a younger audience, definitely. Who are going to be playing for a longer time, okay? This is what I think they're doing, the target. Because they could have called it, if you were Blizzard and you wanted it to be cool, you would have called the new expansion World of Warcraft The Great War, or something along those lines, wouldn't you? You would have, including a new race, pandas and so on. You would have called it that. You would have said, look, World of Warcraft The Great War is coming, and done something to alleviate us towards what the Great War is. Because being under no illusion, Blizzard knows how this Great War thing is going to play out, or what their intentions are, and didn't tell us any of that. So Mr. Pandaria, is sales point of view, from a business point of view, is targeted towards a younger audience, and especially females. Because I showed it to my fiancée, and she instantly went, oh, pandas. I know.
You pull that face, now you'll be paying for a fucking account.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
No, bro. No.
That's where it starts. Pay for an account, you power level it. Then you're given a gear, gold. Doesn't stop there.
Oh.
Marriage in jeopardy almost.
Tell you a funny story. When she did actually do that, in fact, go and get her. And I'll get her to tell the story.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Let's see if she'll come on. I'll tell you a story. This is exactly what happened when you let a woman who is not a gamer play with your World of Warcraft account. Come in front of the camera, please, my lady.
Where's the camera?
Sit. I would like to introduce you, ballers, to Emma. Now, Emma, tell us exactly what happened when you got a World of Warcraft account.
I became a mage.
And then what did you do to my account?
Well, raped all
Tell
the
the
stuff
people,
out
look at
of
the
it,
camera.
took all the stuff of it and sold it at the auction house.
She took all the stuff off my account and sold all my stuff.
It's true.
That's what happens when you let girls play games. And then tell them what happened when I told you about the pandas.
I wanted to play.
She wanted to play the game. And this is not set up, guys. As you saw, I just made Ghost go and get her. But she wanted to play the game. That'll do. Thank you very much.
Right, I'm going out.
If you could get back in the kitchen, we'll expect a pie.
Yeah, right.
Pie, please.
Yeah.
If you put salt in it, I'll let you.
Whatever.
So that is proof, guys. I'm just showing you proof there. That wasn't set up at all. She's going to a party because we're staying in playing some games because we'd like to nerd it. Fuck yeah, my Saturday night, I want to talk to you lads. So yeah, that is the fact. The pandas appeal to the girls, guys. They appeal to the breasticles, especially not the old school gamers. That's what it appeals to. So that's fine. Now, what do we think this long term from my point of view? Project Titan is on the end of my lips. Project Titan is...
Oh, you've got a name.
All we've got's a name, but we know Project Titan is definitely going to be targeted at adult audience.
The entire Warcraft.
It's going to be a very, very FPS MMO base, we think.
It's FPS?
Yeah.
I didn't know
Well,
that.
we think so. They're not being very... we think it's a space-based FPS MMO. So this is what I foresee happening. So if this happens, guys, I want you to go and go, preach called that. Preach called it. I think they're going to try and get a year's subscriptions out of us for World of Warcraft, Mr. Pandaria, for the current player base. Give us Diablo 3 for free, which is fine. It saves us a little bit of money. And then gets us to test it. Some people will test it and like it. I mean, I think I might like it, actually. I think the monk class looks really cool. And I actually don't mind pandas. I think they're quite funny.
Let me get on that a second.
You get on it. You stand on it,
I'm on it. The, all I know is from written text, have they removed auto attack from this monk class?
Yeah, monk doesn't have auto attack, which is really, really weird.
That's fun.
If you think I'm going to answer someone called Ballsack immediately, disrupt my conversation for the Ballsack. You've not been watching the hot bird that just came in, man. We don't do much. Change your name to, I don't know, Massive Knockers,
Tits.
and we'll talk about the keyboard. Roger that?
Go for it, auto attack, go.
Yeah, so they've removed the auto attack. They've got an entirely new combat system, and I quite enjoy new combat systems. As you know, I play a Death Knight, which has a completely new combat system. I quite enjoy changing mechanics, so I am looking forward to see. It revolves around something called jab, generating power.
And roll.
What?
And roll.
And barrel roll. Do a barrel roll. Do it for me.
No.
Do it for me.
No.
Do it for me.
Do a barrel roll!
Thank you very much.
Shit you make me do. I'm like a beaten house.
So yeah, that's what we're expecting. And so this is, my overall sales prediction. So if this comes true, or what you'd say called it, they're going to get us to try out Mr. Pandaria.
Yeah.
Well, don't look at me like that. I did call
You're
it.
such a dick.
I did call it. I did call it. So yeah, we're going to get us to try, and that'll keep some of the player base for sure. Diablo 3 is going to tide us over because we've got one more raid to come, and Mr. Pandaria is going to be a while off, so that's fine.
When's the retail on Diablo 3? Early next year?
Early next, say first quarter. So I am actually expecting January. I think they only pushed it back because, and guys in the chat, you can correct me on this, they only pushed it back because they weren't happy with the Demon Hunter class, I think. The results weren't exactly great. But yeah, so we've got this year gap pretty much, and then in that 12 months, especially at the new BlizzCon, we're going to see Project Titan announced. I guarantee it next year's BlizzCon, which we are pretty much guaranteeing we're going to be there. Mm-hmm. And I tell you what, if any of you want to come and see me over there, I'm not going to touch you. I don't know who you are.
You're so fucking... You will.
Yeah, I will.
Touch
I will.
You're so
we'll get a holler out of it. We'll definitely get a holler out of it. And I think that's what's going to happen. And then World of Warcraft, probably the next expansion is actually going to be targeted maybe even younger, or more to a long-term younger audience to grow with that. Project Titan's going to take more of the adults away. That's what I think might happen.
Look at it like this as well. It's like the generation of people who started in Warcraft. The content seems to have gone more adult, but obviously now there's a new generation playing it, so they've got to basically like a typewriter be knocked back to pick up that generation as well. They've already got that majority player base. Now they're just getting the additional.
Well, it's exactly the true point. You've had people playing, like myself, Warcraft for 6-7 years. We're just not going to keep playing it for that much longer. Yeah. We just are not going to keep playing it for that much longer because eventually it will grow tight and something is eventually going to beat it and be better towards an adult audience. And Blizzard, very wisely from a business point of view, are targeting Mr. Pandaria towards a younger audience. There's definitely going to be the Great War, which is fine if it plays out. We don't know anything about it, so we can't comment on it. So for all we know, Mr. Pandaria is going to be really cool, guys, and we're at least definitely going to check it out if you did the 1-year deal for Diablo 3, which... Let's be fair. Why are you smirking at me? Have I got a bugger?
No, dude, look. RH said, "Are you guys in the closet or something?" And then Geddes went, "No, you're in the fucking closet, RH." Jesus Christ!
Sorry, guys. It's a bit of an earthquake going on here. There's probably some fat bird in there. Oh, joking.
Rage face.
So yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. I'm really looking forward to Mr. Pandaria. But anyway, let's just round up the BlizzCon talk as we want to talk. If you've got any questions about BlizzCon, guys, feel free to fire them out now before we move on.
Tell me about the talent revamp.
Oh, of course, the talent revamp. Let me just touch your leg convincingly.
It's his shoulder convincingly, it's your leg sexually.
Okay.
Do my leg again. And shoulder at the same time. No, left leg green.
I can't word it out, it's too much. Ballsack, go ahead, ask the question. Yeah, so the talent revamp. I actually think the talent revamp's awesome. If you're not sure what they're doing, they've essentially said, we're going to remove talents. Essentially remove the talent system as we know it now, where you get your tree and you spec every couple of levels, you spec down, and you get your talents, don't you? They're going to get rid of that. They're just going to give you the spells that suit your class. Okay? Do you understand what I'm saying?
No.
Okay. Our prop paladin uses Shield of the Righteous.
Yes.
Which is like Shield Slam from a warrior. Okay. Blizzard, and rightfully so. I absolutely love the new talent revamp. I've said, why the hell should we make you spec into a skill you absolutely need? What is fun about having to spec into Shield of the Righteousness? It makes no sense. Only a complete buffoon, or you, would not spec into Shield of the Righteous. So we're just going to give it you. We're just going to give it you, okay?
Okay, that makes sense.
They're just going to give it you. So you might get to... And it's every 15 levels you're going to get a new spell.
Okay.
All right. And then the new talent trees, every 15 levels, I think it is. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I'm going off memory, but it's pretty close to this. All right. Every 15 levels, you will get a choice of 3 talents or 3 abilities that are fun abilities that don't really alter too much. So let's say you're a rogue. I'm not sure you played your rogue a long time ago, so this might have changed for you, but these guys in the chat will certainly know what I'm talking about. So a rogue might get Vendetta, which increases your damage against that target for X amount of time. Or you can have Killing Spree, where you shoot through the shadows, stabbing him in the back. Or you can have Shadow Dance, where you slip in and out of stealth and do ambushes. All three should result in the same amount of damage. You just pick whichever one you think is cooler. It won't actually alter your DPS. It's just which spell you think's cooler. Just understand what I'm saying?
It seems like a big-ass simplification.
It is. It's a big-ass simplification, but I think it's fair. I don't see what's fun, and you guys can disagree with me. I don't see what's fun about having to spec into 4% damage increase as a DPS class. Why is that fun? You'd just be an idiot not to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, that's it though. The last expansion, they simplified stats, did they not?
They simplified the talents.
Yeah.
So you got one every 2 levels instead of every 1 level. They cut the trees right down, which was fine, but it still hasn't worked because the talents still say things like Shield of the Righteous. You have to take it.
Right. Okay.
You armor increase. You're a tank. Of course you're going to take armor increase. It isn't fun. It makes me so cross. Okay, so that's the talent revamp. I absolutely love it. I think it's a brilliant idea. Every class is going to be different because you can switch like glyphs. You can change between boss fights. Prot warriors have the choice of Avatar, which increases your damage, or Shockwave, which is an AoE stun. Yeah. So if you've got a boss fight with no stun, or no a lot of ads, then you can just go ahead and ball it up and not pick Shockwave. You can pick Avatar instead. It makes so much more sense to me. And it eliminates cookie-cutter builds. Because right now, in my video guides, guys, what happens in my guides, I get on and I say, look, this is the talent spec you have to take. That is not fun. It isn't fun. Your talents are set before you even level. And that's what I don't like. Your talents are set in stone before you even level, because if you were to pick something else, you would be stupid to do so, because it's just not as good. It's simple as, and I don't like that. It's as if you're a Frost Mage, you've got to be that spec. Unless you PvP and PvE. There's very little leeway. There's some talents which are just absolutely rubbish. Right. And that's the talent revamp for you. What do you think?
Well done.
Do you like it or dislike it? What do you think? What's your initial reaction?
I'm not playing though. I dislike it, but that's purely on paper for the grounds that I like the depth customization. I mean, sometimes, I don't know, sometimes you don't go for the obvious talents. You do something else and it works. That's what I mean. But, obviously you're still playing it and things like that. You're seeing the talents change gradually each time, and I'm not. I'm still stuck on that, like, full talent tree. And, So yeah, to the guys that are still playing it, it makes more sense to them, but from an outsider, it just seems like...
Well, I do think I'm on one side of it. There's been a lot of outrage about the talent revamp, but I think I'm the only one that I know of really, really endorses it, who thinks this is brilliant. Because I just don't understand the idea of speccing into various things, especially if you're not going to get a huge benefit from it. I just don't. So I think the new talent revamp is absolutely awesome. So I think that's it for BlizzCon. Was there any questions? I think I was asked about my mice. I have 2 mice. I have a Razor Naga. That's for pet classes. I don't really use it now. I actually use the... Yeah, can you lift it up to the camera?
No, the Funyuns are on it.
Oh, Funyuns!
Move the onion rings.
Move the onion rings. Oh. For my normal play, when I'm only playing my Death Knight and I'm not playing a pet class, I roll with the Logitech G5 because I've got big hands, guys. I've got man hands. Proper man hands.
I know.
So I need a bulbous mouse, and it's really, really comfortable to me. I mean, if you've got, if I go to the bathroom, it's a 2-man job. You see what I'm saying? So I need these man hands.
So you got a fat ass, not a big dick.
So yeah, my keyboard is actually a gift from you, brother.
I don't know. It's not a gaming keyboard, but it's a fucking good one.
Yeah, it is a good one, actually. And because I work a lot on my PC, real life work with business and stuff, I actually use I'm not sure what the code is for it. It's an advanced Microsoft keyboard. It's actually really good, and that's the keyboard that you can hear. Well, you're going to bring it up later.
Yeah.
So should we move on? That's it for BlizzCon. Unless anybody's got any quick questions, fire them out now, and we'll talk about... We've talked about the annual pass, Mike 1454, old, unfortunately. We talked about it a few minutes ago.
And you're not elitist.
I'm not elitist.
That's elitist.
I'm not elitist.
Old.
We've got to have a laugh on the stream, haven't we, guys? We've got to have a laugh together, or it's just not worth watching. Okay, so hit me with some knowledge. You're going to talk Star Wars for a few minutes, aren't you?
Not just yet.
Okay.
So yeah, the thing that I brought up to Preach was when he's making his videos, I only started watching the class ones, listening to them while I'm working. Obviously I don't know the ins and outs, so I don't play anymore. How fucking funny is that keyboard spamming when he's like raiding or something like that? It's fucking genius. So and this guy's there like, yeah. I just thought it's hilarious. It's so funny. It just sounds like you've got about 40 fingers and a nose. That was it. But it's so like when you're not watching the video and you're just listening to it, it's fucking funny. It's really funny. I just imagine like with finger hammers, like little hammers on your finger going, no.
Okay, let's talk about why. Before I get drilled into the ground and you guys are all, yeah, preach you wanker. Let me explain to you why, guys. We've only been operating the channel for 3 months. Bear that in mind, okay? 3 months. If you saw the 100th anniversary video, which was only a few weeks ago, then you know we've only been doing this 3 months. And we're up to nearly 2,000 subscribers now, which is fucking amazing, guys. And you guys are total bro fist. Can you do the 3D HD bro fist?
How do I do that?
You just move your fist literally closer to the camera. Yeah, I know, it's pretty next level. So, we have no equipment. And if I guarantee, can anybody name the type of microphone we are using right now to record this? And I'll show you in a second. And
it's a fucking ham sandwich with a cable in it, is what it is.
Stop spoiling it for the people. It's a guessing game.
Sorry.
So go ahead. Considering your sound quality you hear on my videos, which is... You know what I hate about doing the stream sometimes? There's people in it who've known me for years and instantly ruin it.
Can I hold it up?
Yeah, hold it up. This is how we record our video, guys. No bullshit. No homo.
No homo.
It's a desktop microphone, guys. That's what we use. It's a Logitech desktop microphone.
Did I get you that microphone?
No, actually. It's from my brother. But that is... That is exactly what we use to record our videos. And yeah, we know the mic's terrible. We absolutely know that the mic is awful. And this is what you hear when you play, is that because it's a desktop mic, it bangs when I play the keyboard.
That's the table. Do it on the keys. I'll put it... Wait.
No, because I'll probably change bloody channel.
I'll put you in the chat box.
It's okay, I don't want to spam the people.
Type like your brother types.
Because they haven't got all day.
The ham fingers.
They've got the ham fingers. Yeah, it sounds fine now, but what happens when I record my videos is I obviously mash the keyboards while I'm playing. I'm just used to doing that. Is that it comes across really, really loud. So we are looking at our next investment. Our first investment was the HD camera. We got that today. What we are looking to invest into is a proper condenser microphone, so we can eliminate that sound. It annoys me. I've actually spent nearly 2 hours, no exaggeration, guys. 2 hours going through one video I did in Dead Mines, individually eliminating half-a-second clips of me banging the keyboard because it was that annoying to me. It really, because I want 5-star quality videos, guys.
That's part of the quality, though. I like it for now.
For now, but it's going to get old, guys, pretty quick. And also, it crackles. I'm sure when you've heard my videos, when I give the big holler, it crackles the mic because it's just not a particularly great mic.
You need a pop blocker.
I do need a pop blocker, but how am I going to attach it to that? Put some tights around it. It'll look
no, I'll tell you what.
ridiculous.
Go and get the sponge from the bathroom. I'll show you.
In the middle of something right now.
Oh, that's going to get your missus.
I think she's gone. Right, okay, so that covers us for BlizzCon, guys. We're going to take a 2-minute break. Yeah. We're going to get another beer, basically, to be fair, guys. We're going to take 2 minutes, and then we're going to be talking about all sorts of other good stuff. And we've also got the screenshot competition coming up. Not a competition, screenshot review that we're going to go through with you guys. It's going to be really, really good. So, you actually... I can't believe in the last 24 hours how many people sent me their UI. You total ballers. Absolutely amazing. Really, really good. Alright, so we'll be back in a couple of minutes. I'm just going to stick this video on for you to watch.
Quickly. Ghost wears the same thing in every video. Different hat.
Retard.